So for homework 9, for the first part, we are to allow the vending machine to release an item that is 40 cents. And so here I'm going to explain my finite state machine. We can only use nickels and dimes. So if I'm in state 0, that means no coins have been inserted. And if I put in a nickel, 5 cents has been inserted. If I put in a dime, 10 cents has been inserted. If I'm at 5 cents and I want to increase to 10 cents, I'll put in a nickel. If I wanted to increase to 15 cents, state 15, I would put in a dime. For state 10, if I wanted to increase to 15 cents, I'll put in a nickel. If I wanted to increase to 20 cents, I'll put in a dime. And for 15, if I put in a nickel, I'll get 20 cents. If I put in a dime, I'll get 25 cents. If I'm at state 20, if I put in a nickel, I'll get 25 cents. If I put in a dime, I'll have 30 cents inserted. If I'm at state 25, if I put a dime in, I'll be at state 35, which means 35 cents has been inserted. If I want a nickel, if I put a nickel in, I'll be at 30 cents. If I'm at 30 cents and I put in a nickel, I'll be at 35 cents. If I put in a dime, I'll be at 40 cents, which means my item can be released because it amounts to 40 cents. So my item is candy, so my vending machine will release the candy bar. Here, if I'm in state 35 and I put in a dime, say I put in a dime, I'll be in state 45, which means the item was only 40 cents, which means I will receive change and I will receive 5 cents back. And both after state 40, you'll return back to you'll reset to the top of the vending machine, and also in state 45, you'll reset to state 0. So for my code, I have here my vending machine. As I explained earlier, is 40-cent item that only accepts nickels and dimes, and I'm going to be vending a candy bar item. So I have my nickel, my dime, my candy bar. I reset my clock, my change 5 so the customer can receive change, and a VNC, meaning the candy will release. And so for my architecture, I have state 0 up to state 45, referencing to my finite state machine. Here, if reset is equal to 1, if reset is 1, then it will always start or go back to state 0. And if my clock is on the rising edge and my clock is on in the current state, it's going to go to the next state. So here I've already set VNC and change 5 to 0, meaning it's not activated. It'll be activated when we get to those end states. So explaining before on my finite state machine in VHDL, I have similar to my finite state machine, like for example 5 cents. If 5 cents is inserted and my candy bar signal is on, then my next state will remain in state 5. If I insert a dime, I'll go to 15 cents. 10 plus 5 is 15. And if I insert a nickel, then my next state will be state 10, because 5 plus 5 is 10, and nickel is 5 cents, dime is 10 cents. Another example, here in state 35, 35 cents has been inserted. If my candy bar signal is on, then my next state is going to remain in the state 35. And if I insert a dime, if I insert 10 cents, then my next state is going to be 45 cents. And if I insert a nickel, if I insert 5 cents, then my next state is going to be state 40. So when I get to state 40 and my candy bar signal input is on, then I'm going to release the candy bar for the customer to get, and I'm going to return back to state 0. Here in state 45, my candy bar signal is on, Then my customer will receive his candy bar, and he will also receive change. He will receive 5 cents back. So here for my test bench, I have my test bench. I call it test bench VIN. My architecture, I have the same entity, but I've declared a component for my vending machine and my test bench. So they have the same inputs and outputs. My signals will be the same as what I name my inputs and outputs in my vending machine entity. And then I'm going to assign the corresponding signals and inputs and outputs. So here my clock, I have my clock process. And here I have my finite state machine going through its cycles. So I want to show you a simulation. So here my reset is set up into 100. And so here I'll have a nickel. My N is nickel, my D is dime. And so for here, let's say for here, I've inserted a nickel. And nickels and dimes can't be inserted at the same time. So one is going to be on, one is going to be off. So this is to say I've inserted 5 cents. Here, my dime input is on, as you can see. And that will be referenced to 10 cents inserted. Here, if I put in another dime, that'll be 20 cents. If I get to this cycle, I'll have 30 cents in now. And as I get to this state, if I inserted another dime, I would get 40 cents. I would have inserted 40 cents. And after 40 cents, my item will vend. So here, VinC will activate to be on. So I believe here is about 25 cents inserted if I was inserting nickels. So this would be 30 cents if I was continue to insert nickels. As you can see, my nickel input is on. Here I have about 35 cents. Here I would have about 40 cents, and then I would then it would, since it's reached 40 cents, it would be able to vend my candy bar, so my VinC will be activated on. And this is some simulation for homework 9.